You ever notice the rules that we have that we never question? This candid rule book that no one's ever seen. Like there's rules for texting, rules for TikToking, rules for how excited you're allowed to look in public, and if you break even one of them, boom, you cringe. Or worse, old. It's not like we signed up for these. It's more like we logged into life and the app updated with all these unspoken settings. Now we're playing a game where the tutorial is skipped, and if you ask too many questions, you're doing too much. Let's talk about it. What's good, wave makers? It's your boy Complex, and today we're diving into some of the more known rules that Gen Z follows without even thinking about it. These rules run the streets of our group chats, our timelines, and our social anxiety, and we just go along with it. Let's get into it. We've all done it. You open a text, see it, mentally reply, forget, and then hit them with the, "Oh my God, sorry, I just saw this." Like it hasn't been 6 business days. Meanwhile, they sent "what you doing" at 2 a.m. and fell off the earth. But you feel like the criminal. The pressure to reply instantly is wild, considering we're also the generation to most likely have our phones on Do Not Disturb 24/7. This came from growing up in the era of instant messaging. AIM, BBM, iMessage. We were raised to respond like we're on call. Now, silence equals shade. But the truth is, people be busy, sad, distracted, asleep, disassociating, or just watching Netflix with their phone right there. Still, if you don't say sorry for that delay, it's war. It's not just about the message, it's about the emotional red receipt. That little sorry is a peace offering so that you don't get dragged into group chat for ghosting. We follow this rule because we don't like seeming rude. Gen Z's whole brand is pretending not to care while deeply caring. So even if we know we didn't do anything wrong, we still hit them with that fake apology. It's like social hand sanitizer. Double texting is basically Gen Z's version of walking into the room, saying something, and then immediately saying it again because you weren't acknowledged. You send a, "Hey, wait, nothing." Then you hit them with a question mark, and suddenly you're the clown.
She doesn't respond.
And a few days
And
later...
then a few days later, he doubles down.
Wait, why did she stop texting you all of a sudden? She had emojis. That's what I'm saying. How do you go from emojis to double text? See when the date is. This is and then okay, wait, don't scroll down.
Oh no.
Don't scroll down. Oh no.
You sent the triple text. You sent
Wait.
You never sent the triple text.
This fear came from early texting culture, when leaving someone on red was the ultimate power move. Now we treat digital messages like romantic chess. If you text twice, you lost the game. And also your dignity. We follow this fake rule like it's gospel. You gotta act like you don't care. Like if they don't text back, it's whatever. Even if you're refreshing your screen like it owes you money. It's all about maintaining digital pride, even if you're spiraling inside. It's your time to share. Hey everyone, I'm Plex. How you doing? What's up, Plex? How you doing? And what brings you here today? Well, I sent a hey, then a meme, then a you good.
What the hell?
Bro, you're cooked. My fault. We've convinced ourselves that double texting is clingy, when in reality, it's just communicating. But Gen Z would rather dry out emotionally than look pressed. So we suffer silently while checking our phone 400 times a day. Caring is corny. Excitement is cringe. If you're not mildly sarcastic, emotionally detached, and walking around like life is a side quest, you're trying too hard. That's the rule. It's the Gen Z mask of irony. Like, we're all secretly passionate and emotional under the surface, but we cover it with memes, dry humor, and IDC LOL. Deep down, we care so much we just say whatever to protect our peace. This started as a defense mechanism. Because if you never care, you never get hurt, right? We want to be taken seriously, but not seriously enough to be vulnerable. So we clown everything, but then get mad when people don't know we're serious. We keep following this rule because being chill is currency. If you're excited, it better be ironically. If you like something, say it's dumb, but I kinda like it. If you didn't binge the latest show within 72 hours of it dropping, you're basically a cultural criminal. You missed the finale? Get ready to be treated like you skipped voting. And God forbid you say, "I haven't watched it yet."
What the hell?
Hey, yo!
This rule is so deep that even if you're not interested, you feel obligated to watch. Like, I did not need to know what happened in the last season of Euphoria, but y'all made it feel like if I didn't, I'd be socially exiled. We live in an age of FOMO-powered algorithms. Back in the day, shows dropped weekly. Now, it's 12 episodes, 45 minutes each, and you better watch them today or risk spoilers, memes, and people judging you for not seeing it. It's not even about liking the show. It's about not being left out. Being able to join the conversation is the ticket to social survival. Even if you hated the show, at least you're in the loop. Because nothing's worse than scrolling Twitter like, why is everyone talking about a pink bear and trauma? We keep doing it because in Gen Z culture, being out of touch is social death. If you don't know the trending sound, the main character, or the big twist, you're the punchline. So we watch, not for the joy, but for the vibe. Gen Z doesn't just have personalities. We have aesthetics. You can't just be you. The pressure to brand yourself visually at all times is low-key exhausting. It's like we're all trying to become niche internet micro-celebrities just to exist. Where did this come from? Tumblr, then Instagram, then TikTok took it and ran. We went from expressing ourselves to curating ourselves. Identity becomes a mood board. If your outfit doesn't match your feed, if your bedroom doesn't align with your perfect persona, it's an identity crisis. Gen Z turned figuring yourself out into a brand management strategy. And somehow we feel lost. But we follow this rule because aesthetic equals belonging. If you like something, you better slap a LOL on it or people will assume that you've lost control of your entire life.
He makes me really laugh, like genuinely laugh. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, God! Ah!
You can't just say, I love this song. You gotta say, lol. This song's dumb, but kinda a bop. That lol, it's armor. Gen Z thrives on irony. It's how we cope, how we connect, and how we avoid looking soft. But it's also how we lose the plot. Now, even joy has to be filtered through sarcasm. We treat liking stuff like it's a confession. This started back when liking anything mainstream meant you were a sheep. So now, to stay cool, we act like nothing is that deep. Like everything's a joke. We clown things before others can. It's pre-cringe protection. If you like something ironically, you can't be clowned for it because you already did the clowning. It's a defense mechanism dressed up as humor. But it also makes us fake enjoyers of life.
Everything you want is on the other side of cringe. I saw this meme the other day and it just made me think about it. I think there's two parts to cringe. It's A, how it makes you feel. This sucks. It makes me feel like I suck. This is making me cringe. And then there's the imagination of what you think other people are saying. And sometimes they are. Sometimes they're saying, I can't believe they're trying to do that. Either it's making content, just learning a language, learning an instrument. It's all on the other side of embarrassment, whether it be personal or social. The only way to get good at something is to immerse yourself in it and be bad at it. That's how you're going to figure out how to be good.
We're scared of being vulnerable, so we filter sincerity through jokes and then wonder why nothing feels real. We're laughing, but not really. You ever try resting and feeling guilty? Like you cancel plans to chill and suddenly you feel like you failed capitalism? That is Gen Z's hustle culture. We say self-care, but also flex our Google calendars like it's a championship belt. I got meetings all day, deadlines tonight, and I'm editing until 2 a.m. Blink twice if you're tired. You're not in a competition with sleep. The rule got passed down from millennial burnout culture, but Gen Z put a bow on it and made it look cute. Hustle is now an aesthetic. If your plan is not color-coded, are you even surviving? If you don't have a side quest, are you even trying? So what makes you burn out material? I keep myself busy. Doing what? Just existing. You're hired. Nice. What's wild is that we also talk about mental health more than any generation, and yet we feel bad for doing nothing. Like, even when we rest, it has to be intentional. If you take a nap, better slap a productivity quote on it. We follow this rule because our self-worth got tied to productivity. We measure our value by how tired we are. And if you're not booked, you better act like it. Post a to-do list, even if it's number 1 cry, number 2 nap, number 3 scroll. So yeah, turns out most of what we do is just social improv with invisible scripts. These rules were never wrote, never agreed to, but we still follow like we signed a contract. To fit in, to not be cringe, to survive the group chat. But let's be real, some of these rules gotta go. Caring isn't cringe.
Just smell the grass, the dirt, just like I dreamed they'd be.
Double texting won't kill you.
Hey you, please don't come for me when I say this, but I think you should double text them. Go ahead, double text them, because the thing is, if you double text them, that's how you know, and they respond.
and they respond, that's how you know that they're actually into you. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, I don't want to double text. I don't want to seem too available. Well, what if I told you that is a secret hack to figure out whether or not they actually are into you?
And you don't need an aesthetic just to exist. Gen Z is full of creativity, chaos, and contradiction. And that's the whole vibe. Start questioning the rules, not in a be a rebel way, but in a does this make sense for me kind of way. Break the fake rules. Be sincere. Break social barriers if it means being real and genuine. Because at the end of the day, vibes are temporary, but freedom is forever. Thank you for tuning in. If you made it to the end, you are an amazing person. Your support goes a long way in helping me provide more thoughtful and engaging content as we grow. Until next time, much love. We out of here. Peace. Way.